Today we're going to be working on learning how to draw isometric drawings. These are considered a pictorial view because it looks like a pretty picture, and they should be very easy for the first few exercises. But I want to point out that your best friend for these drawings is going to be your 30, 60, 90 triangle, because the frontmost corner of your drawing will have two 30-degree angles going off in either direction, and then the front line will be vertical. This will be the front corner of your drawing glass box to create your images. So for the first couple of exercises, they give you starting points, but on the other exercises, they don't. We're not going to have to center these, but we just need to make sure everything is inside the boundary line. You cannot touch or go beyond the boundary line. So it's important to draw your glass box first. Okay, so this is our front, our top, and our right side view. The right side obviously needs to go to the right. The front is going to go to the left, and then the top is what we see when we look down at it from the top. We've been taking isometrics and drawing orthographics, and now we're going to go the opposite direction. So there's very little that actually changes going on here. So I'm going to take my 5H pencil and I'm going to extend each of these lines. Okay. The next thing is I'm going to make a little tiny dot to help me measure out. It's saying on the right side view from the front of the object to the back of the object is 1.5 inches. So I'm going to find my inch measurements, and I am going to measure along that same angle 1.5 inches. And I'm going to make a teeny tiny little dot and project that straight up. Okay. For my front view, from the right side to the left side is 4 inches. So I'm going to measure out 4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double check that I'm still on the edges. Make a dot and project that up. Okay. And finally, my height information from the bottom of the object to the top is 2.5 inches. So I'm going to measure up 2.5 inches. 1, 2.5. Now I'm going to double check that I didn't move, because, yep, I did move it. So I need to scoop my dot up just a tiny bit. And you don't want to have really big dots, okay? Those look really bad. We always want to have nice, clean endpoints. And now I'm going to project that height information to the right and to the left. Okay. So right now I have, because this is just a rectangle, it's a brick essentially, I have the entire right view and the entire front view made because it's rectangles. The top view, you shouldn't have to do any additional measuring for this one, because if you go to where those two lines on the right side in the back intersect and project those back, and you flip your triangle over and you go to the back corner over here and you project that to the right, it closes it in so you have your top view as well. This also is considered our glass box because the entirety of our object fits inside that box. So the last thing we need to do is come through and darken in each of our object lines. I tend to do all of the same type of line first, at the same time. So all of my vertical lines and all of my right slanting lines and left. It just works best for me. But you'll find what works best for you as you continue working on your drawings, and you'll see how you can mentally keep track of things. So I'm going in and darkening each of these. I'm making a mental note I need to come clean up that spot because I don't want points taken off. Okay, this is a precision class, precision measurement, precision drawings. So, oh, close enough is not actually close enough. It needs to be precise. And the final thing I'm going to do is clean up my endpoint. I'm not going to erase any of my construction lines. They should be so light they don't interfere with the view of the object anyway. And that also is a good way for my instructor to teach me, to help me see where I've messed up if I made an error. So that is the beginning. 13-1 is now complete. Once you're done, make sure your name and the date is on it and flip your paper over.